Another cycle of working hard, paying bills, surviving, and hoping something finally changes. But the truth is far more uncomfortable. Most people don't struggle because they lack money. They struggle because they've ignored one biblical financial law that has been sitting in front of them their entire lives. Proverbs 21:5 is not motivation. It's not a cute saying. It's a divine financial code that determines who multiplies and who stays stuck. And here's the part that shakes people. Abundance is not random. God doesn't decide to bless one person and ignore another. There is a structure behind prosperity, a spiritual order behind increase, and a biblical rhythm behind making money that almost nobody teaches. People pray, tithe, fast, but still feel financially trapped because prayer doesn't replace principles. God can open doors, but He will never bless chaos, impulse, or emotional decisions that break His financial laws. If you've ever felt like you work harder every year but see the same results, if your business grows in effort but not in income, if you feel like you do everything right, but money runs through your fingers, then nothing in your life is wrong. What's missing is alignment. One biblical alignment. One shift that turns 2026 from a year of survival into a year of absurd multiplication. And that shift begins with understanding the law hidden inside Proverbs 21:5. If you like our content, consider supporting our ministry through the link in the description. Because once you understand how God multiplies the hands of the diligent, and how this single verse unlocks a pattern He has used from Genesis to Revelation, you will never look at money, your business, or your ability to make money the same way again. Let's get started, because what's coming next has the power to rewire your entire financial future. Why Proverbs 21:5 holds the money prophecy most people ignore. Proverbs 21:5 is not just a wise saying, it is a prophetic financial law that quietly governs who rises and who remains stuck. Most people read the verse but never apply its rhythm to their daily business decisions, and that is why they struggle to make money consistently. This verse reveals that abundance is not random or mystical. It is the predictable harvest of intentional planning aligned with God's timing. When someone stops viewing money as luck and starts seeing it as stewardship, their entire financial reality begins to shift. Proverbs 21:5 becomes less of a verse and more of a blueprint. What many ignore is how clearly this passage exposes a pattern. God multiplies what is planned, not what is improvised. Think of Joseph in Genesis. His wisdom to prepare during abundance positioned Egypt to prosper in famine, turning crisis into the greatest economic turnaround of Scripture. Today, believers who track expenses, create budgets, or structure their business operations are already practicing this same divine principle. Planning is not lack of faith. It is prophetic foresight that unlocks God's multiplication. Someone who wants to make money in 2026 must understand that diligence is not just working hard. It is aligning behavior with divine financial laws. Many pray for abundance, but refuse to walk in the discipline that abundance requires. They expect God to bless emotional impulses, confusion, and disorganized decisions. Yet Proverbs 21:5 makes it clear, only the diligent, not the impulsive, walk into abundance. Diligence is the bridge between God's intention and your manifestation. Imagine a person who commits to investing small amounts every month, controlling spending weekly, and building an emergency fund. Whether they realize it or not, they are activating Proverbs 21:5. Their actions are saying, God, you can trust me with more. Heaven multiplies what is managed, not what is neglected. This is why people who apply structure to their money consistently outperform those who simply hope things get better. In the financial world, this principle is also visible. Investors who create a long-term plan for 2026 diversify wisely, study market behavior, and avoid emotional decisions tend to see predictable growth over time.